Made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seats. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
180! Alert, 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 alert! 56, pull it, down.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. The 20! And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 45 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. On 2nd down now, it's Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here comes Grant on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Exit. Check. Watch 54.
Play action. Now Trubisky. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
General West.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 26, check 26, check 3, check 3. 61, matchbox right.
Here's Freeman. Uses the stiff arm. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
SOS. Watch the eye. He's checking. Alert. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. That good for 22 and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, But which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That good for 22 and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is Wentz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Mario Addison in on the stop.
Undercut. Showing it. Sponge. Red.
On second down, Freeman. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Freeman. 95 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here we go. Ladies! Double time.
On second down, Williams. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Here we go with Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Hey, man, 180. Tackles. Check 24, check 24. Check your hot read. Check, crunch. Hey, ball.
This is Mostert. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Alert.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, 18. You ain't got nothing. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shoot. Check the backer. Watch the safety crash. Ran,
Now Trubisky. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Under 10. 10. Alert. Fresno. Shit. Hey, switch gears. Alert.
Here's Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. Alert. Mike 51.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And this is taken in at the 5. A gain there of 30 big ones.
180. Go. Let's go. Check. Check 99. Check 99. Rush in. Ran.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Check 15. Check safety. He's coming. We got double up. 18.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Kill. Switch. Check. Lucky. Ran.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Lions 27, Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, Or then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Here we go, here we go. Safe. Switch. Watch the twist. Check. Alert. Check.
Now it's Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
You got tight right there. Alert flare. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Red.
Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. C.J. Anderson in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down, Lions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 36. 30.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. Lock in. Check nine. Out. Slam. Shim. Check. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wentz now to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ball. Check 52. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Alert.
On second and 15 now. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Safety's creeping. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, alert.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
And it's a fumble, and this is scooped up by the Lions. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 26, check 26, check 3, check 3.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Now it's Trubisky. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Try to target him again deep there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Wentz now on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 120! 55,
Wentz now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second and a couple. Wentz. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They run again on first down. Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Switch up, switch up.
10th carry now for Anderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run. Anderson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz, escaping the pressure right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Check. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hands up.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Freeman again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Mostert. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Now Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards there for number 15. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Pierre Garçon there to make the grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Red, lock in, lock in.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Lions, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.